Hey y'all, and today I wanted to talk about how literally losing weight completely changed my life. As an ex-overweight person, I used to be 140 kg as a 14-year-old. Imagine 14, 15, I'm 140 kg. That's crazy, you know? And I honestly feel like that's the best decision you can do for yourself in life, like leveling up. And honestly, who wants to see the same for the rest of their life? Not me. I love always looking different. Like, that's one thing about me. I love change. People don't like change. I love change in anything. It could be in any circumstance. Changing a new job. Wait, getting a new job, sorry. You know, like moving, changing your looks, changing your environment, you know? Stuff like that. And just start off, oh my god, this is not bullying anybody that is overweight, you know, like, girl, you do you, like, no one is telling you you're fat, you know, like, this is just my experience. And why I personally feel like losing weight is such an upgrade, like, it will bring you so many good things in life. And we're not gonna sit over here and lie. Being skinny is like a requirement in our society to get certain opportunities. If you don't look good, if you don't present yourself in a certain way, in a certain manner that's appropriate, you will not get let into certain rooms. And I know this from experience, so maybe this is not just like me just saying whatever, okay? But whatever. Honestly, back in the day, I used to be a really, really chubby kid, and I used to be so embarrassed to be chubby. Like, kind of, I knew I was fat, but I didn't know like at the extent of like till I started getting bullied back in high school. Honestly, I can't believe like that was the actual reason of me like losing weight. But I feel like every ex-fat kid, that's what happens to them, you know? But honestly, I don't regret anything that happened past. Yes, some things were hard and harsh, but everything was just there to teach me things and just push me more towards my path, because I know that source had me protected at all times. Everything could have gone way worse than what it was initially. So whatever. And I don't know, it was just like people used to always judge me on the fact that based I was fat, right? Like, it's like, and that's the thing, people mostly think you're dirty when you're fat. They think you're unpresentable. And I'm not gonna lie, there's not a lot of clothes you can wear, mama. There's not a lot of clothes you can wear. I used to be an XXL, and there was not a lot of clothes I could wear. I used to go to Old Navy and wear like ugly ass shit. Like, I can't even lie, or 3XL. I don't remember. But there's not a lot of varieties of clothes you can actually pick as a overweight person, you know? That was one of the other reasons I really wanted to lose weight. And also, like, I was just like, I used to always imagine when I was younger, when I'm gonna be older, I'm gonna lose ooh, sorry, but I used to always imagine like I'm gonna get a BBL, I'm gonna get all these procedures, but I was like, no, I'm doing this now because I did want to have a slight little glow up in high school. I was like, even though I didn't peak in high school, I can't ever say that I never peaked. It was like the start of my glow up at the end of high school. Well, like, other bitches did, and then look at them now, they look the same. Oh, oh. And that's the thing, all them bitches that bullied me, well, look at them now, pull up the shit now, they look all busted, all the same. And they're the ones that got overweight. So, clock it. Clock it. But yeah. And honestly, when I lost weight, it opened so many more opportunities for me, because it really just, like, your appearance is a forefront of you, alright? Like, everybody should know this. Like, your appearance is what matters, alright? And someone might say your personality, okay, with that too, but no one looks at your personality first. They look at how you present yourself. And I'm sorry, but there's a lot of annoying people that are hot, you know what I mean? And it's like, if you had a personality, you would be 10 times more better, but it's like, that doesn't really matter in this society, alright? It's how you present yourself, and personality comes after. Genuine people will care about your personality, but that's another thing, right? And honestly, I would say like I started getting so much more like there's one thing, oh my god, like this is the reason too I wanted to lose weight so bad. I was like, I want to be so hot, men look at me or whatever. And it's like I did get attention after I lost weight, but I didn't know how to handle, because when you that's one thing. Before you lose weight or while you're losing weight, you better build your confidence or build your self-esteem, because I'm telling you, it took me a long time to even get to the level I'm at right now, and my mental like stability with like the self-esteem and how I perceive myself. And I used to just not be able to handle like I used to not clock it that men were lustful and stuff like that. And I used to, I got into a lot of situationships that were just bad for me, right? But I truly just wanted to be in a relationship because I felt like, oh my god, it is a right, which everybody does. If you're a genuine nice person, you do. And it will take time because it's not your time right now. Like, I have such high standards. It's like, if God was to send me right now someone and they were not like able to exceed them, I would just not simply look their way, like you're hot, but do I really want to risk my chance of meeting my future husband? No, I do not. I do not. And yeah, that's the thing. And when I lost weight, I generally started getting more compliments. Nobody complimented me before, and before it was like fake ass love. You could tell. It was like these bitches don't really fuck with me. They just like are hyping me up just to hype me up. Right. And everybody took me more seriously when I lost weight. People wouldn't really like look at you as like, what are you saying? Like, shut up, fatty. Like, go eat a salad. Stuff like that. So it was more of people were more passionate towards me. Like, actually, like, people were much more kinder. Like, we're gonna say, like, back when I used to take the bus, like, every day, like, we're gonna say if I didn't have my card, like, I was huge, they would not let me on. But why am I acting as if, like, I'm acting as if, like, we're in a dystopian world, and if you're fat, you can't do anything. But this is not what I'm saying, but my experience. But just stuff like that, like, like, people would be more nice and passionate towards you. So it's like, if you were not to have something, they would just hand it out to you, like, we're gonna say I'm at the store and I didn't have like couple cents. I had couple cents left to pay and I didn't have enough more change, they would just be like, it's whatever. Even though like I would try to pay it, they would be like, no, whatever, it's fine, you can go, stuff like that. And it's like, honestly, people just treat you more kindly. Like, that's just a big fact. Like, this is why everybody needs to fucking lose weight and lock in. Like, you will get treated so much more better at the point. What is this light? You will get treated, honestly, so much more better at the point. Like, you will be so surprised. Like, life is unfair when you're huger or bigger, sorry. Like, life is unfair for you because people do have a certain standard for how you're supposed to look if you're hot or just like presentable in society. Like, it did hurt me because I was like, wow, like, when I was huge, like, no one really wanted me. When I lost weight, everybody now wants me. But one thing you need to remember that when you lose weight, you will think people just like you because you're hot, but they really just want your body, baby. They want your body. They want to have access to you, especially people that knew you when you were fatter, like guys, and they just want access to you to like have your body and basically shit on you, like act as if like, oh, they're that guy and you have the access to everybody. So be motherfucking careful. I did not know this back then. I just felt like, oh, whatever. Actually, yesterday I was at work and one of my coworkers told me, oh, you don't look like an ex-overweight person. I mean, I don't, because I've healed so much, you can't tell, like, it's always from your mentality or how you act in a certain way that really shows your past trauma, if, we could say that. But literally, yeah, it's just like, ending this video, like, girl, lose that weight, like, life is gonna treat you so much more better. You have the potential, honey. Don't waste it. Like, literally, I got to meet so many fucking people, like, famous people. I got to fucking be invited in places I would never be invited to. Like, one thing also, I still never get invited to parties, which I don't even go anymore, because it's a fucking party, and I don't want to go with a bunch of strangers, but I still never get invited, and then people used to invite me after. Like, friends do elevate also with that. Like, I feel like when you're a future, friends want to be with you. You want to be with friends, oh my god, friends with you, just to, like, oh, I have a fat friend, they want to make you feel like the The Duff, you know, if you get what I mean. If you watch that movie, go watch it. Go watch it. Yeah, and it's like, you will not regret it. You will not fucking regret it. Just don't make it an obsession, because as an ex person that was obsessed with losing weight, it's not fun. That's the only thing you start focusing on, because you realize, like I just said, people do treat you differently and you get perceived as more prettier and more awesome than before. So you just love the idea of losing weight, which you can lose weight but at a healthy pace, alright? Like, remember to eat, honey, remember to eat. I cannot stress enough. I used to not fucking eat before. I used to eat, but just not in like a healthy way, I could say. It was really hard. Like, honestly, it was really hard. Especially when all your life you've been bullied for your weight. You kind of like, you want control. You're like, at least I have control of this, which is weight and looks. And I know I can't control anything else, so I'll just let it play out, you know? But literally, that's all. I don't think I really miss anything. You just get treated differently. You feel better. You feel more at peace with yourself. You don't feel in a constant battle with your own identity. And I can't lie, as a femme person, as somebody that's femme presenting or really feminine, I wanted to feel as like fragile, as feminine I feel inside on the outside. And I can't even lie, I also manifested my body, because like I just like wanted to look more like femi, you know? And I do look feminine for she, like. But yeah, lose that weight, mama. You're not gonna regret it. You're really not. And honestly, one last thing, like, at the end of the day, like, if you love yourself how you are, don't change yourself. Like, really just like don't, because you know no one's forcing you. But being the skinny legend I am is the best thing that honestly happened to me. Like, completely did a 180 on my life. Like, as I was saying, for the opportunities, like, I got to do so many things that I could never do before, you know? And I'm honestly so grateful for my journey and the journey to come. Thank you for watching.